Hello everyone. So last night we had a play with the brand new Soft Pastels Assortment by Stampin' Up. They're in the 2021 to 2022 annual catalog. And I forget the page number, forgive me. But anyway, towards the back of the catalog where they have all their color things, color pencils and things like that. So this is the card we made last night at the end of my live stream. This would be June 23rd. We did this at roughly 8:30 Eastern time. So watch my live replay if you want to see how we did this one. I did just put a piece of basic white and basic black inside this morning to finish it off, and added some Coastal Cabana gems out of the Holiday Rhinestone pack, which is in the annual catalog also. And this is the black and white twine from the Pampered Pets ribbon combo pack, which is in the annual catalog, and this used Coastal Cabana. So these are using various colors of chalk pastels, or these soft pastels I guess they call them. This was done using the blending brushes, and which are the blender pens, excuse me. I just used one. There's a set of 3. And once I got done with that, and the stamp set I was using primarily was Color and Contour. And on some of these cards, I did use the Coordinating Contours dies. Let's see if I have them handy to show you. Yes, here they are. I actually put them on a magnet sheet this morning. The Scalloped Contours dies, 155560 is their number, but these come in a bundle with this. And I have used these a lot, but I'd never used the stamp set before, so I used it with this. And then this was the rectangle postage stamp. Okay, so the rectangle postage stamp, and that's it on that one. So the next one, I used the Pattern Play Host Designer Series paper. Pattern Party Designer Series paper, which you can only get if you have an order of $180 or more. You can get this as a host item for $18. But you have to have an order or a party of that amount. If you'd like to host a party online, please message me or email me. My information should all be down below each video. So that's where this came out of. This I used cutting out with the Scallop Contour dies in Granny Apple Green, and that is what the card base is. This was also cut out using the Scallop Contour dies. And I used the same rhinestones in Coastal Cabana, actually. And then this is actually Pool Party, but I thought it went okay with it. It is the sheer ribbon Pool Party. It's item 152462. And I did use Coastal Cabana ink to stamp You're Absolutely Amazing. This one I think was done with cosmetic brushes, little cosmetic, which I had gotten. They're not Stampin' Up. I had gotten them at Dollar Tree. So, and they come in a pack of 20. And that is a dry technique, not any wet. And on the inside, I just put a piece of the Designer Series paper. Then the next one, this is where we used Versamark, and then just brushed on Coastal Cabana and Granny Apple Green. This is on a Coastal Cabana card base. I put a little scrap of Granny Apple Green here, and for that I used an embossing folder called Checks and Dots, and I used the checks one for that one. And again, just stamped right on the white piece, thank you for everything, and used 3 more of the dots. And this is the same Pool Party sheer ribbon. The next one is on Daffodil Delight. This was Daffodil Delight. This one I had used Q-tips. So just your little Q-tips, and in Daffodil Delight and Mossy Meadow. And stamped Here For You Now. This is out of Color and Contour. Bumped this up Same Pampered Pets combo, and then these are the matte black dots in the annual catalog. And inside I did stamp and in Better Days Ahead. So Here For You Now and in Better Days Ahead. And that's basic white on basic black. So there you have that one. My glue dot showing a little bit there. The next one is on Mossy Meadow. And this paper is from the Dandy Garden Designer Series paper, which is expiring or retiring June 30th. Again, use the scallop dies on the piece that we had stamped on, or not stamped, well, stamped and colored in. This one I think I had done with, this might have been watercolor. Yeah, water pens in Poppy Parade and Mossy Meadow. And so I just turned that sideways, bumped it up on dimensionals, and this Mossy Meadow, what is it called? Mossy Meadow braided linen trim is retiring June 30th as well, and that's what I used on there. So, and then inside I just put a piece of the designer paper on basic white. This one, I used this die for the first time that is in the scallop contours, this border die here. This is Night of Navy. And I did use a different embossing folder that I'm not sure I had used before, and it is called Pretty Flowers embossing folder. And also I used the Label Me Lovely punch, but it was a little too big to my liking, so I punched it, and then after I stamped, and then I stuck it back in so that I could make it smaller and punched it just partway down again. And that's how I got it smaller and in that shape. These were ones we had colored with the blending brushes in 2 colors. So this one I think is Costa Cabana and Gorgeous Grape. This one's Night of Navy with, I want to go with Daffodil Delight. And I think this one was Mango Melody and Poppy Parade, but it really does look pastel. Underneath there is a piece of the white linen ribbon from the Flowers for Every Season ribbon combo pack, which carried over to this new annual. It's 153620, and these are the ribbons you get in it. I only use the white. And then I did use 3 of the navy holiday rhinestone jewels, Night of Navy, and also I splatted this. Now this product is retired, but I still have it. I used Wink Estella with a little bit of the frost white. This just retired at the end of April or something like that. It was in the last year's annual catalog, but I splattered it. Now you could do, what you could do instead is use your craft white, your Whisper White Stampin' ink in craft. Just dab a little on a block or something and use your Wink Estella and do the same thing. And I think you'd have the same results. And I thought of that afterwards. So, and these are all bumped up on dimensionals. This, and this. And then inside, I didn't do anything on the inside of this one. So I think that came out really pretty. Then we go to our purple one. I can't remember how we did this one. I think we used blending brushes again or something, but it's two-tone. I think it's Gorgeous Grape and Night of Navy with some Granny Apple Green. This piece of paper here that I die cut with the largest scallop contours die is from the Hydrangea Hill Designer Series paper, which is retiring June 30th if it doesn't run out by then. It's this piece, which has little flowers on it. This is the other side. So that's actually Highland Heather, but I thought because these are more pastel-y, it went really well. And then I used my layering circles. I stamped Thank You for Everything, cut them out and bump them up on dimensionals. And this is the Gorgeous Grape sheer ribbon, which I believe is retiring also. I am no, I'm sorry, it carried over. It's on page 139 of the new annual catalog. It's 154572. It is Gorgeous Grape sheer ribbon, and I used the Gorgeous Grape pearls from the pearls that came in the hydrangea suite, and I think that came out pretty too. These are both done from the scalloped, the largest and second largest scalloped contour dies. Okay, really pretty, right? And on the inside white and just two little strips of the paper from the background. And the last one was our watercolor paper one. So I did end up coloring in the flowers. Last night I had only colored in one leaf with alcohol markers actually. So the background is what we did with the pastels. Remember, I had scraped Coastal Cabana and Granny Apple Green and Daffodil Delight. This was half of the paper, and the other half was this one that I didn't like how it turned out. So I'm tossing this piece, or maybe I can use the back for something, but anyway. And then we stamped. Now this stamp set is different. It is the Flowers of Friendship, this right here, and I stamped it 3 times with Memento Tuxedo Black. And then I used light and dark Granny Apple Green alcohol markers, the Stampin' blends, and light and dark Bermuda Bay to color in the flowers. I stamped in Bermuda Bay, thank you for everything. I did use another embossing folder for the Granny Apple Green piece in the back called the Bark 3D embossing folder. And I glued this piece down, bumped this up on dimensionals, and added 3 Coastal Cabana gems to bling it out a little bit. So those are the 8 cards I managed to get out of what we did last night, having a play with the pastel, soft pastels. And I think they're all gorgeous. I love doing that kind of thing, and I hope you enjoyed it too. I know you were all saying that were with me last night, show us the cards you make. Here they are. I made 8 cards with everything we did last night. The only thing I didn't use, well, other than this one piece of watercolor paper, was the one that it was solid, you know, Versamark and solid, because I didn't really like how that turned out. I'm trying to find it. It's actually in my bin here. Here it is. I wasn't crazy about how that turned out. Oh, and one other thing, I didn't seal any of these except this one, and I sealed it after I colored it. Now, last night I showed you that I had that Krylon matte and glossy. I used the matte, and I highly, highly, highly recommend that if you use that, you take it outside to do it, because it does have an odor. It says on the can, use it in a well-ventilated area. My room up here is not really well ventilated, and let me tell you, I can still smell it, and I did this about an hour ago. So, and it dries pretty quickly. It dries in 15 minutes, and it says usable in 24 hours or something, but it's dry. I glued it down, and yeah, because I did notice right about where I have this under there, it was, the background color was starting to rub off a little bit, and you can see some white spots where it had been rubbing off, but now it should be okay. I only gave it 1 coat. You may want to give it 2. It actually recommends giving at least 2 coats. And actually on the inside of this, I had a little strip of the bark in the Granny Apple Green and a little tiny strip of the watercolor paper I cut off, probably from here because I can see an edge. Anyway, so there you have it. So yeah, some of them you probably do want to seal, but I think they all came out really pretty, and I hope you love them. If you do, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. And if you are interested in any products that I used here, like the soft pastel assortment, Today only, June 24th, is free shipping with Stampin' Up. Okay, so, and here's my host code for any orders under $150 in the month of June. Please use that on your order, because then those add up and let me get some bling or whatever, either to replenish my stock or to send out as little gifts to people who order from me. So, and the only thing that doesn't count towards that free shipping is the month-to-month paper pumpkin kits. If you do a pre-order 3, 6, 12, 9, 12, whatever months for paper pumpkin, then that does get the free shipping. Today only. It's the 24th of June only here in the US, and it's $50 before tax. Your order has to be more than $50 to get the free shipping. All right, take advantage of that. Stampin' Up! Doesn't do it very often, and I will talk to you as soon as I possibly can. Thanks for watching. Bye.